Today's topic is slope deflection method. I will discuss the slope deflection method today's session. Before we start solving the slope deflection examples, first some basic conditions are to be discussed. What are the basic conditions? Yes, slope deflection equation, in that the moment A, that joint A, we have a moment MAB, that is equal to MFAB, that is fixed end moment, plus the stiffness of the member 2 EI upon L, bracket 2 theta A, that is a rotation at the joint, plus theta B, rotation at the joint B, minus 3 delta upon L. If is there any sinking, is if the support, any one of the support is sinking, in that particular case 3 delta L upon 3 delta by L is applicable. So next will be, if you go with the support B, MBA, support moment at B, is equal to MFBA, that is fixed end moment, plus 2 EI upon L, and it is right now 2 theta B. So we will consider the next support joint B. So here we are calculating the moment, support moment at joint B. So 2 theta B plus theta A minus 3 delta L upon 3 delta upon L. So this condition is applicable if the sinking of support. Okay. Then what is next condition is sign conventions. The first moment is acting clockwise, then we have to consider positive. If the moment is acting anti-clockwise, then we have to consider negative. Second point, rotation, that is theta. If it is acting clockwise, then positive. If it is acting anti-clockwise, then it is negative. Then the third is deflection or displacement. If the direction moves from right to the left, we will consider negative, and right to the left, then we will consider positive. So we will, whenever we solve the examples, we can go through this. Then next is basic condition is fixed end moments. So here the fixed end moments means in the example we will consider a single span. If it is a continuous span members are there, so one single span member, if I fixed the condition boundaries of that member, that support A and support B, assumed fixed it, then the direction of fixed end movements, this is the anti-clockwise, that is negative, and this is clockwise, positive. Yes, next condition. So as we are discussing fixed end movements, so in the fixed end movements some basic examples are there, or basic condition, we can say basic conditions. First is if a point load is acting on a beam and fixity applied on both the ends, if this is MFAB and this is MFBA. So how I have to write fixed end values? So here MFAB is equal to minus WL upon 8 and MFBA is equal to WL upon 8. So because here the length is L only, the length is L. Then next, second one, if the beam is loaded with UDL, the beam is loaded with uniformly distributed load, and it has been fixed both ends, and at this end it is MFAB and at this end it is MFBA, the span is L. In that case, fixed end moments at A support MFAB is equal to minus WL square by 12, and fixed end moments MFBA at joint B will be WL square by 12 because it is uniformly loaded. In the next case, when we start same fixed end moment and point load is acting, but the distance is unequal, or you can say it is not acting at the center load. So if you see that the distance is, span is A and B is given and the load is given and total span is L. So if you want to calculate the fixed end moments at this joint MFAB and MFBA, so I will write like this: fixed end moment MFAB is equal to minus, as it is anti-clockwise, W A and B square. So I have to mention AB square divided by L square. And for this end, I will write MFBA is equal to WBA square upon L square. So this is the condition is given. So after this, we will go with the next conditions. Our next condition will be if two loads are acting. If in a single beam, two loads are acting and they are equal in distance. If they are equal in distance. For example, you can see here, it is fixed here, W is acting, it is L by 3, L by 3, L by 3. And this is the fixed end moment at this joint and fixed end moment at this joint. We can also here, I will show, this is MF AB and MF BA. Okay. In this case, so I will give some explanation how this value appears. So some of the students, some of the cases, what they will think about how the value will be arrived. So the value when it arrives, if I show properly, then only you can understand. Yes. Here in this case, if you are observing the case of this particular example, fixed end moments at this end and this end. So I will start with first A end. MFAB is equal to, so you can observe the same application I have done here. For example, in this particular case, what I have done, the cases I have bifurcated like this. This is the first case, I will neglect this load first case, only W I applied. In the second case, I will neglect this and I will apply only this load. So what will happen? So it is easy to write the equation. So for applying the same equation as it is, minus W, this is A is L by 3 right now. The A is L by 3 and this distance B is 2/3 of L. So when I write the equation WAB square upon L square, here I will write WAB square. So B is 2/3 of L and A is L by 3 divided by L square. Then minus once again to that W, once again this W, here A is 2/3 of L, here the A is 2/3 of L into B square is L by 3. So I will write B square is equal to L by 3 square. Then I will simplify this equal to, so what I will do here, I will square it this is L square, it is 9 once again, 3 square is 9. So WL into 4, WL into, so here, sorry, WL by 3, it is 2 square is 4 into L square and 3 squares, it is 9. So it is 3, here 9, 3 and 9. Then minus, I will simplify this also, W 2/3 of L into L square by 9. So divide by square, L square is there, divide by L square is there. So L square get cancels directly. So here 3 into 9 is 27. So WL is common in both the cases. So I have taken minus sign outside WL. By this is 27 is also common in both. So I will taken minus 27 common. Then it is 4 plus 2. If I applied inside this minus, it will be minus once again. So if I taken outside, then it will be plus. So it is 6 divided by 27. So minus 6 divided by 27 WL. So if we calculate, simplify this, it is minus 2 by 9 W. So as it is, I have written here, fixed end moments in this kind of cases, it is directly fixed end moment MAB is equal to 2 by 9 WL. And fixed end for this, vice versa, it is positive, MFBA is equal to 2 by 9 WL. So these are first 1, 2, 3, 4 cases. I will go with other cases also. So I will go with next case. If there will be UVL load will be there, uniformly varying load. So here the example you can observe that in the same single span beam, the UVL is varying, 2 UVLs are there. that is W by meter. So the support A, support B. If I applied fixed end moment for this, fixed end moment for B, total span is L. It is L by 2, L by 2. In this case, I will write MFAB is equal to minus 5WL square by 96. And here it is MFBA is equal to 5WL square by 96. So this condition has been given in your textbook also. You can refer that also. Next case, if the UL is varying in a single member, it is varying like this. You can observe this UL W by meter. At this support, it is support A and support B, MFAB and MFBA. The span is L. So in this case, how we need to write the fixed end moments? MFAB is equal to minus WL square by 30 for this end, and for this end fixed end moment is equal to WL square by 20. So these equations we have to remember before we solving the examples. Next case, if there will be a moment, if the moment is acting in the B member, so because these are the loading condition examples, when compulsory in the examples, when we go for solving the examples, this condition will be applicable. For that reason, we have to know what are the conditions. Yes, if it is a member is there and it is acting clockwise movement, if it is acting clockwise movement, this and this MFAB and MFBA, so I will consider MFAB is equal to MFBA by M by 4, that is clockwise movement. So both are clockwise fixed end movements, so we need to consider for that. Next case will be if the movement is acting unequal in distance. So for example, A and B, once again, so here also the movement is positive because when it is acting clockwise, but the value condition will changes. So I will write here, I think it is not visible, so right now it is visible. Yes, MFAB is equal to MB divided by L square 2A minus B. So if the movement is clockwise. Next, MFBA is equal to MA divided by L square, this end 2B minus A. So these are the conditions of fixed end whenever we go for solving the examples. So we must remember all these fixed end conditions, then only we can solve the examples. Okay. Next, what I will explain next will be the step involved. So we can say steps involved in the SDM, or we can also say stepwise calculation procedure. So I written like this. So you make, so what are the steps involved in the slope deflection method? So initially the first step I have written here, find the fixed end moments. Second, check sinking of supports. For example, why we say sinking of support? In the example, any one of the support sink or displacement has been given. So we need to check if there is no sinking of support, we will go with the next step, that is applying slope deflection equation for span wise. So suppose it is a two span continuous beam, then first we have to apply slope deflection equation for span AB and span BC. So same thing, we need to apply slope deflection equation. Then the fourth condition is joint equilibrium conditions. So we need to apply joint equilibrium conditions. For example, in that joint equilibrium equations, what we will find? We will find theta as well as deflections. So where we have to apply the joint equilibrium conditions, I will give the explanation. So we will study, we have studied the topic kinematic indeterminacy in the first model, kinematic indeterminacy. Here in the kinematic indeterminacy, we are finding out the rotations as well as deflections. In the same thing, in our actual problem, we need to know that where the deflections are there, where the deflections and rotations are there. So we have to note down the deflections and rotations. If the rotations are available, I have to consider joint equilibrium for that particular joint. Yes, this is the thing. And the step 5 is find the support moment by solving slope deflection equations. This means what? When we calculated the joint equilibrium equations, theta we find or deflection. Whatever the value of theta and deflection calculated, that values we have to go with our slope deflection equation once again. We have to substitute the values of theta and deflections. So we will calculate the support moments. Yes. Apply the support moments to our actual example or actual problem. So we have to go with our actual problem, show the support moments in the example. Then next step is calculate the support reactions. Once we got the support momentum, it is very easy to calculate the support reactions. After calculating support reaction, our next step is calculate free bending moment. Calculate free bending moment. Next, we need to draw shear force and bending moment diagram. Because, so why we need to calculate free bending moment? Because we have to show that the positive moment and the negative moment. So once we got the support moments, we will superimpose both the diagram. So we will get positive and negative moment.